Hello and welcome to another episode of Deb's Artsy Life. It's Sunday afternoon about 3:10 and I just wanted to come on here in my favorite spot in the living room and talk to you for a bit because I haven't done that in a while. I wanted to show you this. This is my finished half pie shawl, and I followed the tutorial by Fiber Spider. And it needs to be blocked, but I don't have anything big enough to block it. So I'm just kind of wearing it like it is. But I only wear it around the house. I think I'd be too self-conscious wearing it out. And of course it doesn't match this outfit, but I thought I'd put it on. It's the first half pie shawl, of course, that I've ever done. And this part is just yarn over and knit one, like yarn over, knit one, yarn over, knit one. So it was easy, but it took a lot of time. And I think if I did it over, I would make it just a tad longer and bigger. But anyway, there's that. And I did that using circular needles. And then I don't know if I've shown you this, but I got inspired. I've just been starting so many projects and I've been so inspired. This time of year makes me just want to create and create and create. And especially fall, you want to knit and crochet. But I saw this. This is a book by Katie Daisy, How to Be a Wildflower. And I saw these colors. And I thought, ooh, I want to make a granny square like that. So it's not exact, but I use those colors as inspiration. And of course, I haven't sewn in any ends, but I'm working on this, and it needs to be about 36 by 36 in order to be a hospice blanket. But just look at those colors. I'm having so much fun putting colors together and just making granny squares, and I just keep starting new ones, but I'm just having such a good time. I worked on this one last night. Look at these colors. And what I do is I start out with Hobby Lobby, I Love This Yarn, a print, and then I kind of build the colors that go with it. And I'm going to have to take this off because it's too warm today. But I'm just having loads of fun. And this is the one. I kind of messed it up today, but I'm just doing log cabin style and knitting onto a granny square. And I don't have any purpose for this except just playing with yarn. So I'm not real worried that I messed up, but you can see right here, I had a hole and I don't know what happened, but I tried to fix it and I ended up with a little boo-boo, but I don't care. I am having fun and embracing imperfection. And so I wanted to show you too, I got this from Amazon. It was like $7. And inside there's like pockets. And I bought these stitch keepers, needle minders, whatever they are. They go on the tips of your knitting needles. So I've just been playing and having all kinds of fun. I've got so many projects going, I really don't even know where to begin. This is the blanket I'm doing for my oldest grandson. And I don't know how to really show it to you, but it's getting to be quite huge. I think it would probably cover the middle of a full-size bed. But I've just got to finish these rounds of royal blue, because I like how the royal blue in the middle makes that center pop. So I want a good wide royal blue border on the outside. I just can't concentrate on one project for very long. That's my problem. So I'm doing that, and I showed in a video yesterday this granny square, but I want to show it again up close and talk about it a little bit. I told you, excuse me, that it was a paid for pattern, and it is the Sunflower Lovers Granny Square by Cornwall Crochet. And it's really worth spending the money to get it, because you can probably Google that. Sunflower Lovers Granny Square by Cornwall Crochet. If you Google that, you can find it. But the interesting thing to me is the center of it. I don't know if you can see it, but I just think that is so lovely. How it looks like a star shape. And this is Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn, and then I've matched some Premier Basics with it, or at least tried to. I just thought that hot pink really set it off. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this, but I just wanted to make it. And here's the yarn I'm using. The brown is the center, and this is Dijon Mustard from Premier Basics. I have a little brown center in here somewhere, but I keep losing it. But I need to make some more of those. I really have to concentrate though. Oh, and this is my bag I just finished. Look. Or one of my bags that yeah, I haven't had this finished long. It's with Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn print. And then other yarns to tie in with it. I think the dark blue is Lake Clark from Line Brand Heartland. So I am loving using my, excuse me, I'm loving using my bags instead of selling them. I was so thrilled when I wasn't selling them and I could use them. This is the start of another one of those 12-point stars. It's a different pattern. I started this a while back in the Premier Sweet Roll Vivid, I think, or I don't remember. But anyway, it's the Vivid, Premier Vivid. I think it is Sweet Roll Vivid. So let me think what else I'm working on. This is my other knitted shawl, and as you can see, I've got more of those really cute needle keepers, but I just love making these, but they're so slow. It is very, very time consuming, and it's not as much fun as mixing up all the colors in the granny square, so I rarely ever work on this. But I also started with the same yarn, which is Karen Colorama Halo. These are the original colors that they came out with, and now they have all these new really bright stripes, and I've ordered some of those, and I've got some in the closet waiting to be used. But to me, there's just nothing that makes me happier than just a plain old granny square. And they're so easy. So what I'd like to do is make one of those cocoon cardigans out of this. I don't know if I've got enough yarn. I probably don't, but I'm going to try. And you could always mix these colors up. But what I was thinking on this is, you could make two of these, put them together, and make like a blanket. Or you can just make a large shawl. And that's probably what I'll do here. But I've got another... I may mix the colors up. I've got several skeins of this, or cakes, in different colors, but I just love it. I love how those color changes look. But I did notice with this that when you wash it, this yarn gets kind of scruffy looking, you see? And I did wash and dry this because I wanted to see what would happen. But it's great for a cold night when you want to sit out on the porch or go out on the deck and you just need something to wrap around your shoulders. I don't know what you would actually, you know, wear this with, to actually wear it out. I don't know. I think I would feel self-conscious. But it is very soft. This yarn is amazingly soft. So I do recommend it. I have tried really, really hard lately during the past month or so not to buy very much yarn at all and just to try to use what I've got. I have been thoroughly enjoying Hobby Lobby's yarn, however, and I've been doing a lot with that yarn that I've already had in my stash, and then buying new yarns. But I just think that is so beautiful. But I've got a lot of projects going in the closet that I need to pull out and show you. Oh, here's one that I've been working on, and it just needs to be made bigger and bigger. I work on it, you know, when I'm in the mood. I just come home in the evenings, and whatever I've got, I just look in my WIP pile and decide, you know, what I want to work on that night. So I don't get very far on anything, but this is the Colorama Haze, the Karen Colorama Haze. It's a new yarn. And I don't know if you can see how buttery soft that is, but oh my goodness. That is going to make a gorgeous fall blanket. I also thought about a sweater, but I think I might be too self-conscious to wear a granny square sweater. I don't know, but I just think that's so pretty. So I'd like to work more on this. And I've been incorporating the color linen and just trying to do more with neutrals in my work to make the colors pop. I'm not a neutral kind of person, as you can see. I'm always wearing bright colors, but sometimes the neutrals kind of make everything just pop. So let's see, another thing I'm working on. Oh, and here's one of my bags. Look at that. I've got so many bags that I'm using, and I'm loving it. Oh, I'm just loving it. This is, and I may have shown you this, this is the Colorama Haze, and I'm starting to make a basket, and I've incorporated the I Love This Yarn print with it. That's the base of the basket. I'm really going slow on this. I've had this sitting in the living room for weeks and weeks, probably months. And I'm always working on something else. And the other color I'm using is the Premier Basics Spruce. I wasn't crazy about this color because it's very dull compared to what I normally use. But it looks really good with this yarn. And you can see on this side that it'll be kind of variegated. But this again is that haze yarn that's so soft. So I'm going to pause the video for a minute and go and get my knitting needles, because I had promised, well, no, I didn't promise, but I had been asked to do a video about my knitting needles. So I'm going to get those and we'll talk about them. I'll be right back. Now, I have amassed quite a collection of knitting needles, far too many for someone who's only been knitting for a year, but I was asked to talk about them, so I'll tell you about what my favorites are. My favorite really is the Goo. It's CHIAO, capital GOO, and they are premium stainless steel needles with this red cord. This is a small size 8, 5mm, 16-inch circular. So it'd be good for like something small, dish towels, or something like that. This one's a 24-inch 5mm Goo. I did find that for really slick yarn like this, bamboo needles are better. And I've got these are just cheap Knitter's Pride needles from Hobby Lobby. But Clover makes these beautiful bamboo needles, circulars. This is a Takumi, Takumi. This is a US 10 6mm clover. So if possible, with yarn that's real slick, I'll use the bamboo. And so I really can't say, I think my very top recommendation would be the Chow-Gu, but there are some cases where you would be better off using the, did I say the Chow-Gu? Yeah, stainless steel. But there are some cases when you're better off using bamboo. So I like the clover just as well. I'm not a big fan of these cheap Knitter's Pride. I mean, they're okay, but most of what I have are the Chow-Gus. I have ordered a ton of these online. I've got all kinds of projects going with those needles. Here's the 6.5mm Chow-Gu and a 7mm Chow-Gu. And I should have bought like an interchangeable set. They sell those, and that probably would have been cheaper, but I just kept collecting as I went and buying as the project called for. Now, I did order these off Mercari. Mercari is M-A-K-A, no it's not. It's M-E-R-C-A-R-I, I think. But it's a website like Poshmark that you can buy from if you're not familiar. Well, I got a ton of these. I got this whole bag. And it was very little money. I can't remember now. I also got like a Susan Bates aluminum stitch holders where you could, you know, I don't even know how to use that yet. I think you just put your stitches on that, like if you're knitting, to hold them until you, I don't know. But these are all different sizes. These are 6.5mm double point needles, and here's a 10mm. This one's a big one. I've just got every size imaginable. Here's a 6mm. Actually, I think these are the larger needles. Here's an 8mm. And the smallest is, the smallest I think is a 5mm. And these are only 7 inches long. So you couldn't do a huge project, but you could knit a scarf or something. I've not used these. As you can tell, they're still in the pack, but I have them. And these are the Clover Bamboo. They are very nice knitting needles. So here's a 6mm. I just wanted to have these, but my favorite is really circular. Then also, when I first started out, I had this collection of straight knitting needles. These are the longest ones I have, and I find that they're really hard for me to work with because they get hung in your clothes, and I don't know, they're just, I like circular better for larger projects, but I think this is a 4mm. So these are the Clover Bamboo, and then these are the very cheap Knitter's Pride from Hobby Lobby, but they're okay. I like those. And these are the first ones, and these are the ones that the lady gave me at the Sparta Fiber Festival and told me to learn how to knit, and I'm so thankful for these. These are special. They're really large needles, and I started learning to knit with really super bulky yarn. I think it was the Line Brand Woolies Thick and Quick, and I used these needles. I must admit I haven't been purling hardly at all. I've been using the garter stitch, and I enjoy that so much. So here's my straight needles. I don't use them very often, but I am using them for, oh no, I think I put my second needle of this. No, here it is. I am using these cheap Knitter's Pride for these straight needles. And having used circular needles so much lately, it's kind of hard to get used to these. They do keep getting caught in my clothes when I'm knitting. But I just love this, y'all. I'm going to keep going around, you know, with maybe gray and just different colors. And it's, like I said, totally imperfect, but it's just practice. I kind of wish I had not put this purple on this, but it'll be okay. You could always sew a button on that, or, you know, do something to hide that. I thought about a book cover. I have a sketchbook that's 9" by 9", and I thought about doing this as a book cover for that. So I just love, love, love granny squares because you can do so much with them. I mean, you could even mount this to a canvas and just have it as a piece of art. I really, really love this square. I've got so much more that I probably need to share, and I can't think of it all right now. So I'm going to end this video, but I hope you'll watch and tune in to my last 2 videos. I made a book. I've been wanting to make these little booklets, and I showed you how to make one yesterday. And hopefully I'll be back on soon to share more with you, but I definitely have 1.5 million works in progress that I'm doing. So do come back, and I hope that I will film again before too much longer. Thanks. See you later.